There's so many expectations placed on Josh Gordon, both on and off the field, and we're here to tell you how we think it's going to shake out for the Patriots wide receiver. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar and Alex Barth. Guys, there's no denying Josh Gordon's talent on the field. He's a physical specimen. He's an excellent football player, but his reoccurring off-the-field issues have proved to be just a consistent problem and make you never feel super confident having him on your roster. So do you think that Gordon at this point in time is able to stay on the field?
Well, I wish that we could say he could, right? I wish we could sit here and say he's going to play all 16 games and into the playoffs and be here for the whole season, but his history obviously doesn't support that argument. And I think his talent, like you said, Sierra, is the only reason why he still even has a shot in the NFL right now. If we're talking about a different talent level of player, maybe even just a notch below Josh Gordon, all these, the fifth, the sixth chances that he's gotten probably don't exist for him anymore. So he's on the field and on the Patriots because of his talent. Let's see if he can stay there. I say that you really can't expect it, but we can obviously all hope for it. And we're obviously all hoping that Josh Gordon stays healthy and, in a good mindset.
I mean, I just think the fact he's back in itself is impressive. We were saying throughout training camp, and even going back to last year, anything you get from Josh Gordon in 2019 is going to be gravy. So here we go. He's got a clean slate. I have to believe the Patriots have some indication that whatever negative influences he had in his life, he's been able to put to the side. Because I don't think they would give him this, I'm calling it the second chance in terms of him with the Patriots, not overall. Yeah. But I don't think the Patriots would have given him this second chance if they didn't believe he could take advantage of it regardless of talent. That's just how they operate here. So, and we may never know what it is, but I think there are things that they must know that he's either eliminated something from his life or added something to his life or changed some major things in his life that they know they can count on him. Even if not for 16 games, I wonder if maybe there's a situation in place where he says, hey, Bill, I need this week. I need this week, and Bill says, go take this week as long as you're back next week. Maybe it's something like that, but I think that there has to be something different for the Patriots to have brought him back.
Now let's talk about on the football field. Obviously, Josh Gordon is probably expected to be wide receiver 2 behind Julian Edelman. Do you think that he will be second in pass catches, and what are your expectations for him in terms of production?
Well, I think the good thing about this is they did have last year, those 13 games last year, as kind of like a trial run to figure out how to best use Josh Gordon within the scheme, within the framework of this offense. I think early on it was a little bit overblown, but those fade balls down the sidelines and trying to stretch the defense and do all that stuff with Josh Gordon, they were 4 for 12 on deep throws to Josh Gordon early on in the season. Not a very good completion percentage for Tom Brady. Later in the season, they started to figure it out. Slants, dig routes, intermediate threat, using his side and his contested catch ability and his big hands, using all those skill sets instead of just throwing him jump balls all day, ended up working more for the Patriots later on. So if they continue to do that this year, then I think the sky's the limit for what his production can be if he can stay on the field.
I agree with Evan. The one thing you got to keep an eye on with Josh Gordon, people think, oh, he barely played the last 3 years. He's so healthy, it's just going to be the guy he was in Cleveland. The one thing we noticed last year at times is he doesn't have, God for the win there. Yeah. He doesn't have that little extra burst, that little extra bit of speed that he had in Cleveland, and that's where the downfield threat kind of killed him last year. So I think, not the same role, much more expanded, but kind of what they use with Brandon LaFell. Like you mentioned, the big body receiver, comeback routes where he can box out the defender, out routes, that intermediate stuff. But like you said, I think he could have a very big role in this Patriots offense if he can stay around. The thing for me is, you're right there? I know how we all talk about how tough it is.
We're in an absolute wind tunnel right now.
It really is.
We're in a hurricane.
And only one of us is trying to power through it right now, I'm just saying.
I mean, we got it.
I think for Gordon, the only thing that could hold him back is he isn't the most reliable player. Do the Patriots worry about putting too much of the offense on him? And then if they lose him, do they have to rework everything they want to do offensively?
Yeah. This FOXBORO Report is brought to you by betonline.ag. Head to clnsmedia.com/win. Enter promo code CLNS50 to receive your welcome bonus for all of our Patriots content. Head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.